left us a gift. Shh. That is so nice of them.
I think we misjudged them.
I love horses.
Me too.
We should open the gate.
Hang on. Let's see what Charlotte thinks. Charlotte!
At Crowdstrike, we monitor trillions of cyber events to detect threats and prevent breaches before they happen, to keep your business from becoming history. We stop cyber attacks. We stop breaches. We stop a lot of bad things from happening. Crowdstrike, protection that powers you.
This is Dan Dicks here reporting for Press for Truth, coming at you here on a morning when millions and millions of people are experiencing the dreaded blue screen of death because the IT security firm Crowdstrike apparently uploaded some bad code. But as I said here, don't worry guys, Crowdstrike has their best man on the job right now. Because apparently one bad Crowdstrike update crashed the world's computers. We're being told the global economy crippled by digital pandemic. Experts fear IT outage, which has grounded planes and closed shops and left the NHS in chaos, is going to last for days. We see here, according to The Atlantic, whoops, the internet broke overnight. Much of the world ground to a halt. Tens of thousands of flights and trains were canceled or delayed. Hospitals were stopped. Elective surgeries. Doctors couldn't book appointments. Banks struggled to process transactions. Television networks stopped broadcasting. The culprit was not a war, an earthquake, or a mounting heat wave, or a terrorist attack, but some faulty computer code, which was likely the largest IT failure in history. That's right, global IT outages takes down airlines, banks, 911 services, and more, with Crowdstrike to blame. A technological meltdown left employees of airlines, banks, and hospitals and emergency services around the world staring at the dreaded blue screen of death on Friday as their computers went inert in what is being described as a historic outage. This is basically what we were all worried about with Y2K, except it's actually happening this time, Internet security analyst Troy Hunt said via X. This guy also took to X. He happens to be the Crowdstrike CEO, who posted not so much of an apology, but basically an explanation from their legalese terms of what is happening. So we're going to take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We're also going to take a look at who owns Crowdstrike in the first place. We see the major shareholders here are BlackRock Inc. and Vanguard Inc. They also have close ties to the World Economic Forum, where just last year, experts at Davos called for a global response to the gathering cyber storm. In fact, they put out this report, the Global Cybersecurity Outlook for 2023, and in this report, they pointed out how business and cyber leaders believe that a global geopolitical instability is moderately or very likely to lead to a catastrophic cyber event in the next 2 years. They are literally telling us what's going to happen and telling us how they are going to deal with it in plain English here. Cybersecurity, a global threat, calls for a global response. That's what this whole thing is. It's a problem, reaction, solution play. Global problems call for global solutions. This is exactly what I've been warning about for a long time. You can go back to my video from 2017, Bracing for Cyber 9/11 with James Corbett, where in this video we talk about what a possible cyber attack scenario might look like, who the perpetrators are likely to be, who the scapegoat is going to be to take the fall, and most importantly, what we can all do about it before it happens. You can also check out my report, The Next False Flag Will Be a Cyber Attack on Global Supply Chains, Cyber Polygon Exposed. Again, this is another interview with the one and only James Corbett, where we break it all down. You can also look at my report breaking down this Global Cybersecurity Outlook report, where they plan for a cyber attack to take out global supply chains. I will put links to all of this in the description below, because today It looks like they're either going for their trial run or they're getting their ducks in their line in the line for the next big one that would actually take out global supply chains and wreak havoc on the world as we know it, guys. So we're going to talk about all of this and much, much more in this video. But really quickly, guys, just before we do, I'd ask that you check me out here at pressfortruth.ca/donate if you appreciate my efforts to bring you this information. Here you can do a one-time donation with PayPal. You can do Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. You could sign up as a monthly recurring contribution by clicking there, or you can also do so here at Subscribestar. $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever is within your means is very greatly appreciated. You can also send an e-transfer to dan@pressfortruth.ca. Thank you so much to everyone who contributes in that way. Or if you're old school, you can send stuff to my P.O. box, guys. Links for all of this is located in the description below. Thank you so much to everybody who takes 1 minute today to support my efforts here at Press for Truth to bring you this information. All right, let's take a look at the CEO of Crowdstrike essentially explaining the situation. He says, Crowdstrike is actively working with customers impacted by a defect found in a single content update for Windows hosts. Mac and Linux hosts are not impacted. This is not a security incident or a cyber attack. The issue has been identified, isolated, and a fix has been deployed. We refer customers to the support portal for the latest updates and will continue to provide complete and continuous updates on our website. We further recommend organizations ensure that they're communicating with Crowdstrike representatives through official channels. Our team is fully mobilized to ensure the security and stability of Crowdstrike customers. Sounds not too bad on the surface, but when you dig a little deeper into what he's actually saying here, this is like total legalese, just basically, double speak here. As this person points out, why everyone hates this. This is weapons grade corpo speak. Let's be clear. Legalese double speak is designed to dodge and obfuscate rather than inform and communicate. This statement was obviously written by a committee of lawyers and middle managers whose only goal was to avoid legal risk and threats to their own job security. If you can't understand what the statement is even saying, it's working as intended. So, there's no apology here as well. The first words should be, I'm sorry, but you're not going to find that anywhere in this statement. Nor was there the watered down, I take responsibility, or not even the Weasley, we regret. Nothing. It comes off as cowardly and callous. Crowdstrike caused an outage that took down airlines, a stock exchange, hospitals, ICUs. People might have died, and the CEO is not sorry. Passive voice throughout. This is such a classic move to avoid accountability. It's even become a joke. Mistakes were made. The statement is almost comical in its effort to dodge assigning responsibility. This issue has been identified, and a fix has been deployed. Which issue? Well, the global outage. Who caused the issue? You did, Crowdstrike. What's the fix? I don't know. Did it work? I don't know. Dismissing customers. Don't bother us with your petty complaints of power going out in your local hospital. We refer customers to the support portal, and we further recommend customers ensure they're communicating with representatives through official channels. So you, the customer, are bothering us by making our lives harder here. There's also useless information. So many words, so little meaning. This statement says nothing useful. Not what the problem was, who caused it, what they've learned, what the fix is, how long it's going to take, what they're working on, or anything at all. It assigns extra work to the customer by telling them to go through official channels, but does not then link to these official channels. The onus is on you, the customer. If you want to learn more about how CrowdStrike has ruined your day, you go and do the work. So I think it's a pretty telling breakdown of, how they're backpedaling here. But I think the bigger, more important story here is their connections and ties to the World Economic Forum, who did put out this report titled, this article at least titled, Experts at Davos 2023 Call for a Global Response to the Gathering Cyber Storm. And in this report, they lay out exactly what I've been warning about, that this is a problem reaction solution play for a global solution to a global problem. There's widespread concern that governments will boost their support or direct involvement in disruptive cyber operations. This includes, notably, nefarious cyber activities carried out by countries like Russia and North Korea. This is a global threat, and it calls for a global response, an enhanced and coordinated action. That's what this whole thing has been about ever since the very beginning. Jürgen Stock, the Secretary General of the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, said in Davos, the key to winning the battle against cybercrime is, of course, to work together and to make it a priority across the geopolitical fault lines. Folks, they are literally telling you what they are going to do and specifically what the plan is. You know, this is exactly what me and James pointed out in this video. The next false flag will be a cyber attack on global supply chains, cyber Polygon exposed. Because check this out, in October of 2019, the World Economic Forum organized a simulation called Event 201 to test what a global reaction to a global pandemic might look like, just a few months before the exact same scenario played out in real life. Well, now, the WEF, along with Russia's Sberbank and its cybersecurity subsidiary Bizone, have announced that they will be running a new simulation called Cyber Polygon, which simulates a supply chain cyber attack similar to the recent SolarWinds hack that would assess the cyber resilience of the exercise's participants. In this video, Dan Dicks of Press for Truth speaks with James Corbett of the Corbett Report about the upcoming Cyber Polygon simulated event, how society is being conditioned for a real cyber attack to come, and most importantly, what you can do about it now to protect yourself and your family from this coming cyber catastrophe. Again, I would strongly encourage you to check this one out, guys. We totally broke it down, what can be expected. I would also encourage you to check out this fantastic article put out by Whitney Webb back in July of 2021 titled Ending Anonymity: Why the WEF's Partnership Against Cybercrime Threatens the Future of Privacy. This is key information included in this article. I would strongly recommend you guys check it out. I will include a link in the description below. But make no mistakes about it. When the WEF is, heading up this cybersecurity global effort, and you know that these are the same people who are suggesting that the world needs a great reset, and you have the introduction of CBDCs, global bank digital currencies, happening at the exact same time, this should be major red flags going off in your head. Because when the real one comes down the line, not this trial run, not this, injection of code for the real one, just think what happens when they flip the switch and there's no longer any kind of cash in the world for you to be able to whip out of your pocket. Once they do away with cash and are able to implement this type of levels of control, it's over. That's why I've been, for so long telling people that, gold and silver is still a incredibly important investment for you to make right now. Not only because it's tangible assets that you can physically, take control of yourself, but also because, I think this is, one of the only ways that you can protect your assets and your wealth from a coming global catastrophe, which is going to be involving cryptocurrencies, the banking industry, and any kind of digital assets that are essentially just numbers on a screen, guys. So, like I said, what we're seeing today seems to be quite the trial run for the big one to come. So I think we're going to have to focus on, again, getting back to that way of thinking, like our grandparents did, understanding the value of true tangible assets and removing ourselves from the system that is setting up for this global cyber catastrophe. taking out, your dollars, your cryptocurrencies, and any kind of digital asset, essentially. So cash is still king. Gold and silver should absolutely be in your portfolio, and you should be on the lookout for what they are quite literally telling us they are going to do in their own reports. I broke this whole report down, this one here, Global Cybersecurity Outlook 2023, in this video here. Again, I would encourage you to check all the links in the description below for all of this, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention today, folks, because this is a big deal. There's people suffering from this all around the world today, and as I said, it looks like it's either a trial run for the big one, or they were using this as a way to implement the code that's going to be necessary for the big one, for the great reset that we know is coming. Please, folks, share this video. Click that thumbs up button if you appreciate my efforts to bring you this information. Don't forget to check me out here as well, pressfortruth.ca/donate. You can check that top link in the description below. And that's all for today, guys. Just wanted to bring all of this to your attention. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends and family who you think need to see it the most. And stay tuned, guys. We're going to have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.